Welcome to our book summary channel. Here, we provide concise and informative summaries of all kinds of books. We hope you find our summaries helpful and informative.
The Lost Life of Eva Braun, by Angela Lambert, is a fascinating exploration of the life of one of history's most enigmatic figures. Eva Braun was Adolf Hitler's mistress for over a decade and married him in a secret ceremony in the bunker during the final days of the Third Reich. Despite her central role in Hitler's life, very little is known all about Eva Braun, and she remains a figure of mystery and speculation. Lambert's book aims to shed light on this elusive figure, drawing on a wide range of sources, including personal letters, diaries, and interviews with those who knew her. The book traces Eva Braun's life from her childhood in Munich to her death alongside Hitler in the bunker in 1945. The book begins by describing Eva's childhood, which was marked by a sense of insecurity and uncertainty. Eva's father was a successful businessman, but he was distant and preoccupied with his work. Her mother was prone to depression and spent long periods of time in sanatoriums. Eva was left to fend for herself, and she developed a close relationship with her older sister, Ilse, who became her confidant and best friend. As a young woman, Eva was drawn to the glamour and excitement of the Nazi movement. She was introduced to Hitler in 1929, when she was just 17 years old, and quickly became infatuated with him. Despite Hitler's initial reluctance to become involved with Eva, they eventually became romantically involved, and Eva became his constant companion and confidant. Throughout the book, Lambert explores the nature of Eva's relationship with Hitler, which was marked by a strange combination of devotion and detachment. Eva was deeply committed to Hitler and saw herself as his loyal supporter and companion. Yet, at the same time, she was acutely aware of her own limitations and the constraints placed on her by Hitler's position of power. Lambert also delves into the contradictions in Eva's personality. On the one hand, she was a vivacious and outgoing young woman, who enjoyed socializing and partying with her friends. On the other hand, she was deeply committed to the Nazi cause and willingly embraced its ideology of racial purity and anti-Semitism. Lambert suggests that Eva's commitment to the Nazi cause was largely driven by her love for Hitler, rather than any deeply held political beliefs. As the war progressed, Eva's relationship with Hitler became increasingly strained. Hitler was consumed by the demands of the war, and he became increasingly paranoid and unpredictable. Eva was frustrated by her inability to have a more active role in the war effort and by her growing sense of isolation and loneliness. Despite these tensions, however, Eva remained fiercely loyal to Hitler until the end. The final section of the book explores Eva's death in the bunker, which remains one of the most controversial and mysterious events of the war. Lambert draws on a range of sources to piece together a detailed account of the final days of the Third Reich and Eva's role in them. She explores the psychological and emotional pressures that Eva would have been under, as well as the physical hardships of life in the bunker. Lambert also explores the many myths and rumors that have surrounded Eva's death over the years. Some have suggested that she was murdered by Hitler or by his henchmen, while others have speculated that she survived the war and lived out her life in secret. Lambert carefully examines these claims, using a combination of documentary evidence and interviews with witnesses to separate fact from fiction. Overall, The Lost Life of Eva Braun is a meticulously researched and thought-provoking book that sheds new light on one of history's most mysterious figures. Lambert's careful analysis of Eva's personality, relationships, and experiences offers a rich and nuanced portrait of this enigmatic woman, while also providing valuable insights.
Thank you for visiting our channel, Explore Books. We hope you found the summary informative and helpful. Don't forget to check out our other summaries, so please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more updates. Happy reading!